Welcome back to another video. We are in the Sunshine Cup, and today we're going to be featuring a team revolved around the Abomasnow and Pidgeot and Swampert. Here we have a unfavorable lead, so we switch out into the Pidgeot. This Pidgeot is going to be still faced with the Vigoroth. Then they switch into the Steelix, so this is not looking good here. Hard counter to hard counter. We're just gonna throw the we're just gonna throw the Brave Bird right here to get as much damage plus a little bit of debuff. We go for 2 Brave Birds. Does a decent amount of damage considering all things. Here we have to come in with our Abomasnow here. We don't want this to be faced against the Vigoroth. So we're looking to farm down. Let's see if we're able to farm this down. Or do we make the switch into the Swampert for the energy advantage? We decided to just try to farm down with the Abomasnow. We're going to tank another Breaking Swipe. Now we're going to switch out into the Swampert just to get a little bit of energy advantage right there. Looks like the opponent ends up having the same backline, except ours is Shadow Swampert. Theirs is just regular. We try to get a shield right there. Unfortunately, no shield. And here, I believe our only way to possibly win is to double shield farm down and just exit this match with the 100 energy, but our opponent recognizes that, so they actually just switch out. Now we get a shield, and we're gonna try to get another shield here. We go for the Hydro Cannon, and unfortunately for us, they already have a move, so GG's to our opponent right there. Just a little bit unfortunate that basically they had the correct counters both in the lead and the switch, and then we kind of had a mirror back. So not much we could have done right there. On to the next game. I would say Abomasnow here is kind of a high risk reward lead because there's a bunch of Vigoroths around right now, and you're just basically trying to catch Swamperts and Flyers. So it looks like our opponent ends up leading the Pidgeot. They switch into the Steelix. We switch into the Swampert. We do get the first shield. We're going to let this one go here because it doesn't KO. So we're just going to see if they end up double shielding here, or are they going to allow this to go through? So they actually decided to double shield. They decided to take the double shield win back switch route. Here we have to go in with the Abomasnow. This Abomasnow is going to have to tank this Breaking Swipe. Because they have so much energy, they're actually going to get to 2. And let's see if we're able to get to this next move here before they do. Okay, we tried to throw on CMP right there, but it did not work out in our favor. This energy ball here is triple debuffed right now. Should not take it out, so that was a little bit unfortunate. Then we are forced to switch out, and they're able to get to another Breaking Swipe here. So we definitely should have thrown that energy ball before they got to the Breaking Swipe energy. It actually cost us some attack, and it definitely probably changed the outcome in this game here. So this body slam here is going to get shielded. We're going to try and debuff this Vigoroth and see if we can somehow survive enough counters here to be able to get to another move. We're going to try to catch. We do try to catch, and they actually throw their energy, take out the Abomasnow, and unfortunately for us, they do have the Pidgeot in the back, so this is GG's. I guess our only hope right there was maybe their own Abomasnow, or I don't know. Man, so that was a little bit of a mistake right there. We had to throw that energy ball before the Steelix could get to that extra move, because then it allowed them to debuff us to so low that it didn't get taken out. And then it was able to throw another Breaking Swipe at our Pidgeot. So on to the next gear, the Abomasnow mirror. We're just going to see who wins CMP. It looks like our opponent wins CMP. We're going to let it go. We know that we can survive it. We're going to throw our own Weather Ball. They decided to let it go. And now, here, since we know that we lose CMP, we're going to not throw the move and just get the extra fast move. And now we know we can just throw the move right before they get to theirs. So they actually decided to let it go, and it looks like our opponent ends up having the Blaziken, Shadow Blaziken in the back. So they could potentially have Stone Edge here, or they go for the Brave Bird, which is fine. They debuff themselves. We have no choice but to go in with our Swampert, and our opponent ends up having the double fire in the back. This double fire in the back is interesting. Let's see if we are able to get both of these shields, because this Ninetales is definitely going to be shielding. So we're going to be throwing these Hydro Cannons kind of on optimal timing, and then we're going to try our best to get to another Hydro Cannon here after this shield. It looks like we do get to this Hydro Cannon. This is definitely going to take out this Ninetales. We do have a move on the Abomasnow. We do one fast move to get a little bit of damage off, and then we hope that this Weather Ball is enough, and boom! GG's to our opponent right there. We are able to win that game barely. Shout out to them running a triple Shadow team, though. What did that team end up being? The Abomasnow Shadow, Blaziken Shadow, and Ninetales Shadow. Cool team. All right, here, since we have the Vigoroth in the front, this time we decide that we're just going to soft lose this lead. Having a switch out isn't beneficial, so we're gonna let this one go. We are going to surrender the lead, and hopefully we can farm down with this Pidgeot here, unless they decide to switch out. So that's a great farm down by us, as good as it's gonna get. Our opponent ends up revealing that they have the Gligar in the back, so we immediately switch out. They decide to stay in, so that's a good sign so far, unless they're gonna chip and dip. No chip and dip, so we're gonna go for this Hydro Cannon here. This is most likely gonna get a shield. Yeah, it makes sense. And so now we know that they probably are gonna commit to this matchup here. So whatever they have in the back is also not looking forward to this Swampert. What do we think is in the back at this point? Here we're gonna go for another Hydro Cannon. This Hydro Cannon is surely gonna get another shield. Makes sense. And since we have back-to-back, we're going to throw it back-to-back immediately, just in case they try to do anything funky. So then we switch out. We try to catch a move. Ends up being the Dig. Huge catch right there. And then they actually end up having the Talonflame. This Talonflame here is going to be able to survive that Brave Bird. Ow, that was unfortunate right there. Looks like the play should have been Feather Dance and then try to get to another move. So a little bit unfortunate right there, having Talonflame able to farm us down after throwing out that Brave Bird. It would have been close. I don't know if we would have been able to get to the Feather Dance and a Brave Bird, but we definitely would have been able to survive more Incinerates from its fast move. So on to the next one here, we have the Gligar, which is still staying in, which is very puzzling because it's taking double super effective ice moves. Then they switch into the Swampert, which is not necessarily a great counter to the Abomasnow, so we're going to threaten the Energy Ball to get their last shield. This Energy Ball does allow the Swampert to keep a lot of energy. They actually throw the Hydro Cannon, and then they're going to throw another Hydro Cannon. And since we have a ton of energy, we decide to shield, and then we go for the Earthquake KO. The Hydro Cannon would not be enough. Unfortunate right there, we do lose to a we do lose with a charge move, so now we're going to try to farm this Gligar down. We know it's at almost 0 health. So now we're going to throw this Brave Bird and dip. We are close to it. Oh, looks like they CMP tied us right there. So we know that they're relatively energy dry. They do go for the undercharge, and then fortunately for us, we are able to get to another Weather Ball to KO this Vigoroth. So GG's to our opponent right there, able to wiggle out of that situation. And check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.